New billionaires of 2026. Shockers and trendsetters from Forbes' fresh list. What if I told you that the next wave of billionaires isn't coming from Wall Street or Silicon Valley, but from unexpected places you'd never imagine, like a 22-year-old gamer, a biotech dropout, and even a small-town real estate tycoon who turned farmland into a gold mine? Every year, Forbes drops its list of new billionaires, and for 2026, this list will be filled with shockers, rebels, and trendsetters who are changing everything we thought we knew about how fortunes are made. So let's watch the most surprising new billionaires of 2026, and trust me, you won't see some of these names coming. The Gen Z billionaire wave. Remember when being a billionaire meant gray hair, decades of grind, and family empires passed down through generations? That world is gone. Today, billionaires are minted before they can even rent a car. Take Aiden Cruz, a 22-year-old professional gamer from Mexico. His empire isn't built on oil or real estate. It's built on pixels, streams, and millions of loyal fans. He started as a teenager live streaming games from his bedroom. But by 2026, he owns one of the largest esports organizations on the planet. Between his streaming platform partnerships, sponsorships with global tech brands, and a hardware line that fans buy in droves, Aiden just crossed the $1 billion net worth mark. Think about that. A kid who once asked his parents for money to buy a new controller is now richer than the executives who once dismissed gaming as just a hobby. Then there's Priya Malhotra, a 25-year-old AI entrepreneur from India. She dropped out of college at 19 to build a generative AI platform for education in developing nations. Investors rolled their eyes at first. Why fund a teenager with an accent and an idea? But she proved them wrong. By 2026, her platform will transform classrooms across Asia and Africa, with governments pouring in contracts worth billions. Priya's personal fortune? Over $1 billion, making her the youngest female billionaire in Asia. What's the takeaway? Gen Z billionaires aren't just earning money, they're redefining wealth itself. They aren't waiting decades. They're moving so fast that their fortunes are being built in months, not lifetimes. And here's the kicker. This generation doesn't just have money. They have influence. Millions hang on their every word, every post, every new venture. For investors, that's rocket fuel. For competitors, it's a nightmare. The green gold rush. If money used to be in oil, today the new gold mine is something else: climate solutions. And billionaires are being minted in this space faster than ever before. Meet Alina Kovac, a chemical engineer from Slovenia who stumbled on a breakthrough in algae-based fuel. What began as a small lab experiment is now powering buses across Europe. With governments desperate to hit climate targets, investors lined up with blank checks. By 2026, Alina's personal net worth has surged to $1.4 billion. The quiet girl from Ljubljana suddenly found herself in meetings with presidents and CEOs, holding the future of energy in her formulas. The world needed an answer to fossil fuels, and Alina had cracked part of the code. Her story is whispered in business schools as the miracle of green energy wealth. Or take Marcus, the farmer Hensley, a rancher from Texas. 10 years ago, he was selling cattle. Today, he's selling carbon credits. By converting his 5,000-acre farm into a massive carbon sink and selling offsets to corporations, Marcus quietly crossed the billionaire threshold. No tech startup, no hedge fund, just dirt, air, and a smart pivot. His neighbors laughed at first, but now many are begging him for advice on how to transform their own lands. He became a symbol of how the old American rancher spirit could be reborn in the climate economy. The man once covered in dust and mud now sits in billionaire summits, speaking the language of Wall Street. Entertainment billionaires. When fame turns into fortune. Think you have to code an app or invent a drug to become a billionaire? Think again. In 2026, fame will itself be currency, and some will learn how to turn it into gold. Take Leela Zhang, once just another K-pop idol. Now, she's a global empire. Her VR concerts sell millions of virtual tickets, her beauty line dominates Asia, and her NFT collectibles are valued in the hundreds of millions. Net worth, $1.2 billion. Fans no longer just stream her music, they live in her world, buying digital outfits, skins, and experiences tied to her brand. She built a business model where devotion equals dollars, and it's working better than oil refineries. The girl who once danced on small stages now dances across the metaverse as one of its richest queens. Then there's Tyler Knox, who began uploading silly prank videos to YouTube at 16. By 28, he's a billionaire media mogul with his own production studios, apps, and content empire. His net worth has soared past $1 billion, and his platform is valued at $4 billion. What started as harmless teenage jokes morphed into an empire controlling millions of hours of daily viewing time. Tyler transformed himself from class clown to king of content, owning the very attention he once begged for. Today, advertisers fight to be seen on his platforms, each paying fortunes for just seconds of visibility. Hidden magnets. The invisible billionaires. Not all billionaires want the spotlight. Some prefer to stay hidden, letting their empires grow quietly in the background. Take Isabella Ricci, an Italian shipping heiress who turned her family's old logistics company into an AI-powered empire. No flashy Instagram, no paparazzi shots. Yet Forbes now estimates her worth at $2.3 billion. Or Rajiv Kumar, a small-town banker in India who built a digital banking network for the unbanked. His company, born out of microfinance, now handles billions in transactions. His net worth has passed $1.1 billion, but he still drives the same modest car in his hometown. These hidden billionaires are a reminder. Money doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. Tech disruptors, breaking the system. Of course, no Forbes list is complete without tech disruptors. But 2026's class isn't building another social network or food delivery app. They're breaking systems in deeper, more human ways. Take Alejandro Suarez, who built a blockchain-based medical record system across Latin America. His vision? Patients own their health data, not hospitals. That idea has made him $1.5 billion. Or Hannah Brooks, who created AI companions for the elderly. What sounded dystopian at first has become a lifeline in aging societies. Her company is valued at $10 billion, making her fortune $1.3 billion. The lesson? Tech is still the fastest money engine. But the billionaires of 2026 aren't just building apps. They're solving problems that touch our daily lives. The dark side of the list. But here's where things get darker. Not all billionaires shine. Several names on the 2026 list are already under investigation. Some are accused of exploiting workers. Others face probes for tax evasion. And whispers swirl that certain crypto and real estate billionaires could see their fortunes collapse just as fast as they rose. The suspense here is chilling. How long does billionaire status even last anymore? In today's world, getting there might be easier than ever. But staying there, that might be the hardest game of all. The end game. What 2026 really means. So what does the billionaire list of 2026 really show us? That wealth is moving faster, younger, and stranger than ever before. That fortunes can rise overnight from a viral video, a climate breakthrough, or a blockchain solution. And perhaps the most shocking truth is this: today's billionaires aren't just shaping markets. They're shaping culture, politics, and even the definition of success itself. So the real suspense is this: who's next? Could the next billionaire be sitting in their bedroom right now, coding an app, streaming a game, or creating content the world can't stop watching? The Forbes list isn't just about who's rich, it's about who's rewriting the rules of wealth. And maybe, just maybe, the next billionaire could be you. If the billionaires of 2026 amazed you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Net Worth Revealed, where we uncover the money, the myths, and the legends behind the richest people in the world. Because the next shocker, it's just around the corner.